Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are continuing the Nectarian Ocean of the Holy Name by His Holiness Satyam Swami Maharaj. We are on the uh, question and answer session 3, an autobiographical report. Examples from the life of saints and great spiritual masters can be a wonderful inspiration to our chanting. The following account by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura, who wrote down his own experiences when chanting the holy names, is meant to encourage the reader to find a new approach to the practice of chanting. May this report help everyone to chant with increased intensity. My heart is just like a desert heart with the rays of the sun. This is my internal mental condition. The desire for temporary material things cannot satisfy me because by nature they are death producing, and no one ought to, but thousands of such death producing desires have taken shelter in my mind. So my subconscious region is always burning. This is my condition. But somehow, by the grace of the sadhu and my guru, the holy name of Krishna, with its infinite prospect, has entered through the holes of my ears and reached the plane of my heart. And there, with some peculiar hope, with infinite auspicious possibilities, it touched my heart with a new kind of nectar. New hope is aroused by the sound. Then, by force, it becomes from the heart towards tongue. Not by the endeavor of my tongue, I am producing that sound. No, what came from the heart of a saint through my ears entered my heart, that forcefully appeared on my tongue and began to dance. That is the holy name proper. It descends from above. It cannot be produced by the material tongue. Its a source is above. It is source is above, and through an agent of the absolute, it comes through the ear to the heart. From the heart, it gathers some sympathy. Then the holy name of Krishna forcibly appears upon the tongue and begins to dance. With great force, the sweet sound comes to the tip of the tongue and begins dancing. The real effects of the divine name have been described here. If it is a real and living name, the voice will be choked up. There will be shivering in the body, the legs will be unable to stand, and sometimes tears will flow in a current on the body. One's hair will stand and end, and sometimes the body will change colors. The mastermind and consciousness will fade away, and we may fall in a swoon. The whole body and mind will appear as if it is being attacked, shivering and influenced in many ways. Apparently, it may seem that so many troubles are created in the body and mind, but the real heart is overflowing with a particular kind of strange sweet juice. Sometimes the devotee thinks I am swimming in the ocean of nectar. My whole existence is submerged in the ocean of nectarian rasa. I am beside myself and cannot understand where I am. What is this? What is surrounding me? Am I going mad? Where is my past experiences, my seriousness, my gravity? Where are they? I have been completely converted by a foreign element. I am dull in the hands of a great force which is so affectionate to me. I cannot ascertain how it is possible that by my faith I have entered with great unknown environment, and at last I find that I am captivated. My entire being, within and without, have been captured and controlled by an especially sweet force. It is beyond description. I came to take shelter of him and accept him as my guardian. But now, at his hands, I am being dealt with in such a merciless and opposite way. Till I feel everything is pleasing beyond my experience, I cannot resist anymore. I am fully captured. So let my faith go anywhere because I cannot escape. I am captive in the hand of a sweet, loving friend, and all my independence is gone. I have no other choice but surrender. I find that he is a autocrat. He does whatever he wants. Since it is not possible for me to resist, I must surrender. No, I will cooperate and do whatever he wants. Meanwhile, I find that holy name is like a blossoming flower emanating wonderful sweet streams. The holy name contains so many sweet variegated forms of current within him. In different ways, he is wonderfully expressing himself. Sometimes he shows a peculiar type of color and form and then disappears. So many charming aspects are revealed within as he forces me to surrender at the base of the altar. He shows himself in his full-fledged form as he leads me to Vrindavana and to witness his Rajalila with Radha. I find myself in the midst of his uniquely sweet and loving abode. He says, "You see, I have so many wonderful things. This is your home. I am not imagination, but concrete reality. You will find that this environment is very sweet and favorable, and you should live here." I see that he's exchanging a variety of loving rasas with his many devotees, and I find that a spiritual body has emerged from my previous one, and that I have permanent place way here in his service. Such a new life I find here that all considerations of my past life and experience had vanished. What he says is true. My real life is here, and my previous material life was a waste. Now I find that chanting the holy name gives me a new hope, a new prospect, a new encouragement. The name supplies whatever we want. All our internal hankerings will be fulfilled if we can with the name. The holy name is eternal, full of ecstasy, and it is the purest of pure. I find I have been completely converted. Now my innermost hankering is this. Let whatever is against this sweet name vanish forever from the world. Everyone should come here. I am ready to sacrifice my life to finish any opposition so that everyone can easily, peacefully, and fearlessly enjoy this absolute, sweet, blissful life. You can start here. I think the today's session is talking about the autobiographical report, especially some examples from uh, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and he wrote down his own experiences while chanting the holy name, and hopefully get some, encouragement or a new approach to practice the chanting. So actually, it also talks about real effects of the divine name. What are the, you know, uh, symptoms, when really connect with the Supreme Lord and chanting, all those divine qualities, symptoms, voice will be choked up, shivering the body, legs will be unable to stand. So those kind of symptoms for very high and elevated devotees who can experience one of them or all of them. And I think we can stop that.